And welcome back to a new Minecraft Let's Play video. And nope, in fact we were talking about woolly mammoths and how they can be here in the near future, thanks to new techniques found by researchers recently. And we'll discuss how it's going to be done, how it's been adapted from normal animal cloning. And yeah, we'll get right into it. And we'll start off by how you normally clone an animal. Well, let's actually start from before normally cloning an animal. How we get a lovely baby sheep or any sort of baby, it's when they procreate after a lovely evening of French music in a cafe. As we all know, all animals do that. Nonetheless, in the 1990s, someone figured out how they could clone a sheep, Dolly the sheep, and it was amazing. The entire world changed, and now they're looking at, let's go to Jurassic Park, let's get woolly mammoths on this world, and it should be amazing. So, how they usually clone is using non-French Parisian music, and in fact using a lot of science. It was a long journey. It has been a one of difficulty and moral objections and everything else all put together. But finally they had cloned an animal. They had managed to take cells, put it into a surrogate mother, and get an exact copy of the animal they took the cells from. This was monumental, as said before, but now their long journey was completely moral. Was it right to do that to the animal? It's a massive debate and no one really knows, but now we found a woolly mammoth and it's important. It sounds amazing. There is differences in it which have been overcome, and yeah, we will have to discuss how you need to actually clone. Usually it requires not only DNA but an entire nucleus from a cell. So the standard way to create this clone would be take a cell from the animal, remove the nucleus from an egg, so that you get an enucleated egg even, fuse the two cells and let the fused cell divide a few times in a petri dish, implant the grown embryo into a surrogate mother, and if everything goes well, a clone is born, just like Dolly the sheep. However, a frozen cell like we find on woolly mammoths is first of all dead, and second of all, ice crystals will have torn it apart. So a new study was made into how can we clone frozen cells. They got a frozen mouse and they froze one for 16 years, and they froze one for a very short amount of time, and they looked around how they could do it. It's different. The main problem was with steps 3 and 4, which is fuse the two cells and let the fused cell divide in a few times in a petri dish and then implant it into a surrogate mother. You can't really fuse the two cells. You need to take out the nuclei off a frozen cell and inject it directly into an enucleated egg. However, this could work quite well for short periods of time. Longer periods of time, it didn't work. So they combated this problem. They let it grow in a petri dish. Not put into a surrogate mother straight away, but instead isolate the embryonic stem cells from this. They then, from these embryonic stem cells, fused it with another enucleated mouse egg. These researchers injected it then into a surrogate mother, and it worked! They got 4 cloned mice from it, and now it may just work with a 16,000-year-old mammoth from Siberia. The main struggle is actually getting enucleated cells for the mammoth, as well as finding a suitable surrogate and an enucleated egg, and even getting a nucleus to put in. But these are problems that can be worked around. The last one, however, is quite essential in getting. But should we all kind of go through this research within my lifetime, I could see a mammoth again. One of those famed beasts that you taught to your children about and you hear as a child, that roamed the earth. Literally a woolly elephant, otherwise known as a woolly mammoth. This is amazing. This is what they've done. They have found the steps forward, and this is the science behind it.